Hi guys, welcome to another episode of Comic Book Corner, and it's me, Spider Slayer, getting ready to do another comic book review. Today's comic book review is a new one from Image. It's an issue number 1, and it is Alpha Girl, issue number 1. Um, First glance at this book, I liked it right off the bat because I love the cover. Wasn't sure if it was a zombie book or not, but I just wanted to say that the cover looked very nice. Um, the colors just were very deep and very bold, and it piqued my interest. I did read up on it, and it's sort of like a zombie book, but it's kind of modern and colorful, and the main character seems to have edge. Um, she's much more grown up um, for her age. Um, so basically, it was a good read. I liked it. I would definitely recommend this if you can get your hands on it. I heard that a lot of places did sell out of it already. Um, but the comic is got great art. It's got comic art, like real cartoony. Like I said, bold colors, um, nice facial expressions on the characters. And it'll be interesting to see where this goes because basically this is an issue about the origin of how things started to go wrong in this title right here. But if you can see right here in the cover, right off the bat, you got the glasses that have the zombies in there, or they're not really zombies, but they're people that were changed somehow in an experiment. But like I said, the main character, her name is Judith Myers, and she is 17 years old. And basically, the issue starts off as she's in a diner, and it looks like she's on her own, and she's smoking a cigarette. And basically, she says, I wish that the world, ended or was coming to an end by a beautiful cosmic event. And um, right off the bat here, we see her lighting a cigarette, and she's walking into the diner. And when she says that word right there, cosmic event, you think of the Earth coming to an end with an asteroid or atom bomb, um, things of that nature. But basically, no. You go to the first page, and right away it grabs you with this great art that I was talking about. Great facial expressions, funny lines, very animated, very nice colors, and right off the bat, and I showed this in my comic haul, but I showed this picture as well. You can see here that this is the picture that it shows you. It's just all hell breaking loose in the city. And I thought that opening page was great. And the thing is the way the world is coming to an end here, it's not because of a cosmic event or something major happening in Earth, but it's she puts it as assholes in a third-rate cosmetic company. And basically, it's not Maybelline, but the name of the company is called Mojo. And that's basically how it starts. And you can see that these crazy zombie-like creatures are attacking all the people. Sorry there, folks. And they're coming from everywhere. But basically, that's all you see of the initial zombie attack or what's happening to the world right now. And Judith talks about the backstory. So right away we go into the origin of how everything happened. And the nice thing about this book is it takes you right to the two main characters. It's going to take you to Judith, who's the main character when she was younger, and then her brother Buddy. And basically, they were in a home, in a broken home. There was nothing for her, you know, but a busted up home, maybe some cereal to eat, and all her mom's friends were all a bunch of druggies and losers. And you can see that here that she was forced to feed herself. You can see that here in the picture. And she was forced to eat Kiss cereal. I thought that was hysterical right there. Kiss cereal. Um, but there's no electricity. You can see that there's needles everywhere. And there was all kinds of stuff going on, and she got poked by a needle, so there's a lot of bad stuff going on. And she goes to call her mom when she got stuck by this needle, and needless to say, I don't know what was going on over here, but there was some drunk action going on, or some drug action going on, and you know, her brother saw the whole thing, and her brother's traumatized. Um, as the story goes on, you see that they were in foster care in multiple homes. They just kept on, you know, getting switched back and forth, and um, she was taken in by this nice old lady, and she seemed like she was raised pretty good. But the one thing she picked up from this old lady was cigarettes, and ever since she met this lady, she started smoking. So I guess that's kind of like her trademark, is to smoke. Um, but in the meantime, um, her brother and her were split up, and he got nothing but into trouble. He's always been in juvenile hall. Um, he can't be out on parole until he's 18. So he's stuck in jail for 20 hours a day. And then next we go into the backstory of how basically these people started the whole, I guess, zombie apocalypse, if that's what you want to call it. And it's basically um, some type of, cosmetic company, and these two people here are looking to get awards for, everything that they've done over the years. And this basically took place, I don't know, I guess this takes place in the 80s. So it took place in 83 and 84, and they never won their awards. And basically they go see a boss. They go see their boss here, and they've been transferred to a different area of the department. So next, uh, they're crying that they got transferred, and they're getting transferred, and otherwise, they won't have a job. So the next thing they do is that they're going on these trial tests, and it's basically a hormone that makes people relax. So they have this crazy contraption, these scientists here, and it's like those things where we pay you to do trials, type of thing, and you sign waivers, and hopefully nothing happens. Um, but the next thing you see is that we press the button, and all this green gas comes out, and the people that inhale it, all of a sudden their heart rates go up, and they start sucking in all this air, this green stuff. And the next thing you see is that there's this crazy rage that's going through all these people. I mean, crazy. And it's taking out the janitor and all kinds of things. You start turning a little green, and they just start going crazy. And scientists are like, call security, hurry up, they're coming, they're coming. And the next thing you know is all of a sudden that it wears off, and they're back to normal. So the scientists are like, wow, they're coming out of it. And they're like, oh, wow, we can make this into a new energy supplements. And they're like, this could be huge. So what happens is they try testing it on other animals, and it doesn't work, and they want to speed up the process. So they're like, fuck bunnies, we're going to just do it. And they get other people in there. They get like Mexicans and other people from the border. And here they go again. They press that button again, experimenting with stuff. And here we go. They start getting in all this rage. But the next thing we know is that they start getting really crazy, and they start throwing chairs, and they break the glass all over the place. And they're like, shit, we got to get out of here. And all of a sudden, these guys, there's just all kinds of rage, and they're just freaking out. They break through the glass, and now they're like turning into crazy creatures with all bloody rage coming, and they don't know how to stop them. I mean, they're sitting there, they're just all freaked out now, and this is what they look like, and it doesn't look like they're coming out of it. So the next thing we say is, they got to try, and the only what they did, the scientists was like to get free is they're like, we can't keep them in here. We gotta get out and escape. And so basically, they leave the doors open while this gas is still spewing in the air. You can see it here, and they leave the doors open while these guys are exiting out. So you got gas and these crazy zombies. So I don't know if it's contagious when they bite people or attack people, but you still got this zombie or all this gas stuff coming out. And then at the end it says to be continued. So it keeps you guessing on what's going to happen in the next issue. So basically, I guess we're going to see how everything started, or how it continues to start. I guess we're going to see the development of the main character Judith and her brother Buddy, and I'm not sure if they're still continuing to show the story in 80s and that's how it started, and it's progressed over the years. I'm not quite sure, but I like the first issue. It's building up Judith, it's building up Buddy, it's building up the actual story of how it goes. How it ends up and how her brother and her fight off these zombies, if that's what they do, it's still a question mark in my eyes. But this definitely piques my interest here to pick up another copy of this. And again, I love the artwork, and it's beautifully done, and it's well written. It blends together nicely. It just flows nice. There's a nice amount of action and introduction to characters. So for my first read of this comic, I give it a probably a 4 out of 5. I liked it a lot. I wish I would have seen a little bit more depth of the main character because she intrigues me. I like the type of character that she is right away. She's older for her age. That's what it seems like. She's got a very old spirit, seems like, and she looks like she's just going to kick some ass there. But that's what I have to say about Alpha Girl issue number 1. So I will definitely be picking up number 2, and maybe if you guys are interested in this now, you might pick it up as well. So give it a read and see what you think. And if you guys have read it, tell me what you think. Okay? So I hope you enjoyed this review, and until the next one, this is Spider Slayer signing off. Thank you for watching Comic Book Corner, and I hope you subscribe today. Thank you. Bye, guys.